sports, Argentina suspended from hosting Copa America. Details of these and more coming shortly. The federal government is to officially open a bid for value-added concession under the Highway Development and Management Initiative, HDMI, on 12 highways on Tuesday, June 1st, 2021. The affected roads for privatization consist of Benin Asaba, Abuja Lokoja, Kaduna Kano, Onitsha Ore Aba, Shagamu Benin, and Abuja Kefi Akwanga, and others. A statement by the Director, Press and Public Relations in the Federal Ministry of Works and Housing, Boade Akeola, indicated that the exercise would be witnessed by the Infrastructure Concession Regulatory Commission, ICRC, and relevant partners and stakeholders. Angry youth, stormed armed with weapons, have staged a violent protest along the Gusau-Karo-Namoda highway in Zamfara State. Eyewitnesses said that the protesters occupied the road very early today over the incessant attacks by bandits in their communities. One of the commuters who was trapped along the road explained that the youths blocked the highway along Korea Junction and began to destroy public vehicles traveling along the road. They condemned the unending insecurity and attacks which the people of the area have suffered at the hands of bandits. The Imo State Police Command has neutralized the killers of a chieftain of the All Progressives Congress APC, Ahmed Gulak, and recovered ammunition and vehicles from them. A statement issued by the police on Sunday night noted that some of the arms recovered from the attackers included 3 AK-47 rifles, 1 pistol, 5 AK-47 magazines with 92 rounds of live ammunition. According to the statement, eyewitnesses' account, especially the account given by the driver of the vehicle, was conveying Ahmed Gulak to the airport before the attack, gave a vivid description of the assailants and the vehicle they used in carrying out the attack. It explained that on citing the police, the hoodlums providing security coverage to those sharing the onions opened fire on the police teams. Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Publicity, Garba Shehu, says the Southwest geopolitical zone is the safest spot of the country. Garba Shehu, who stated this during an interview, also said that Nigeria is now safer than it was in 2015 when his principal, President Muhammadu Buhari, took over power, noting that Boko Haram is now on the fringes of Lake Chad. Responding to a question, the presidential aide said as far as Boko Haram and terrorism is concerned, Nigeria is a safer place today than it was when the APC took over power.
When President Muhammadu Buhari came at that time, the biggest challenge was the Boko Haram. Boko Haram had set up a republic within the Nigerian Republic. Sovereign country of their own with a flag and system of administration that had been established over about 14 local council areas in Borno and Yobe states. That has been smashed as we speak today. It's no longer there. New challenges have come and they are being confronted as they unfold. Societies are dynamic, crime is dynamic. When they change, administrations in their attitude and their approach will change. And what we are seeing today is that the Boko Haram that we knew has virtually disappeared.
Voice of the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Publicity, Garba Shehu there. The Southern and Middle Belt Leaders Forum, SMBLF, yesterday insisted that what the country needs urgently is a new constitution and not an amendment to the current one. The forum described the current attempt to amend the 1999 Constitution by the National Assembly as fraudulent. The leaders also warned that failure to restructure the country might lead to Nigeria's disintegration. The SMBLF, which comprises the Pan-Niger Delta Forum, PANDEF, the Pan-Yoruba Social Political Organization, Afenifere, Ohanaeze Ndigbo, and the Middle Belt Forum, met in Abuja. Notable leaders present were Chief Edwin Clark, and in his opening remarks, Chief Clark stressed the urgent need to restructure the country, saying without restructuring, the country cannot go anywhere. He also insisted that only a completely new constitution framed by the people will save Nigeria.
Mr. President is not an emperor. Mr. President is not a king. Mr. President is not a monarch. Mr. President is a politician. It should come out. To meet those of us who have been serving this country when he was an ordinary soldier. This country belongs to all of us. The North alone cannot rule this country. The South alone cannot rule this country.
Moving on with the news, the National Human Rights Commission, NHRC, has called on the Nigeria Police Force and other law enforcement agencies to rejig their strategies of fishing out criminals and enemies of the state who feel insecurity in order to restore citizens' confidence in the government. NHRC made the call in Abuja yesterday during the 2021 National Day of Mourning and Remembrance of Victims of Mass Atrocities. Executive Secretary of the Commission, Tony Ojukwu, said the festering criminalities are gross violations of the fundamental human rights of citizens, which the government at all levels must rise and tackle head on. A professor of soil science at the Michael Okpara University of Agriculture, Umudike, Victor Emmanuel Osodeke, has been elected new Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, president. The immediate past vice president of the union got the nod yesterday during the body's 3-day conference at the Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Awka, Anambra State. He succeeds Biodun Ogunyemi, a professor of education at the Olabisi Onabanjo University, Ago-Iwoye. You're listening to the news at 1 p.m. here on Splash 105.5 FM. Still to come, China allows couples to have 3 children. And in sports, Argentina suspended from hosting Copa America. We'll take a short break now. When we'll come back, we'll bring you details of these and other stories. Just stay with us.
A fully furnished, nice and comfortable hostel accommodation in University of Ibadan, or a place for seminars and executive trainings at the same venue? You do not have to worry. Adebayo Akonde Hall suits your lodging needs and provides you a home away from home. Adebayo Akonde Hall is a 4-star hostel built in a serene environment with constant supply of electricity. It has fully furnished rooms that gives you great comfort at an affordable price. Adebayo Akonde Hall is located at Ajibode Extension, University of Ibadan. To make reservations, visit www.adebayohall.com or call the numbers 0805-699-8718, 0805-699-8719, 0805-699-8720. Adebayo Akonde Hall. Built for comfort. Built for you.
láti ní ojúlówó mọ̀ tó nílò tó fi darapọ̀ mọ́ṣẹ́ ìgbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́ tó sì dákọ́ṣẹ́ mọṣẹ́ tí mùṣemúṣẹ́ ẹ̀dámúṣẹ́ yàtọ̀. Splash FM Media Academy ti pèsè ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tó gàgàǹgbá fún gbogbo ẹni tó nífẹ̀ẹ́ láti dojúlówó agbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́ tàbí ẹni tó fẹ́ fìmọ̀ kúmọ̀ nídìí iṣẹ́ ìgbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́ tẹ́sí gbàwé ẹ̀rí muyege. Àwọn ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ Splash FM Media Academy dá lórí Introduction to Presentation, Program and Content Development, Journalism, Basic Production, Digital Media, Yorùbá Presentation, tó ń ti ìtọ́sọ́nà lórí ìṣẹ́yọni pẹ̀lú àwọn gbajúgbajà agbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́. Fún ìforúkọsílẹ̀ àti ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ àlàyé ẹ lọ sí Splash FM Media Academy tó wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ White House Fẹ́lẹ́lẹ̀ Ìbàdàn tàbí kẹ́ ẹ kàn sójú òpó ìtàkùn àgbáyé wa pẹ̀lú www.splashfm1055.com/academy 0705-439-3332 tàbí 0805-699-8676. ẹ sì lè kàn sórí Facebook, Twitter àti Instagram wa @Splash FM Media Academy. Mú àlá rẹ ṣẹ láti dojúlówó agbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́ lónìí. Splash FM Media Academy à ń fọmọlúwàbí ṣe iṣẹ́ ìgbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́ lọ́jọ́.
Well, thank you so much for staying with us here on the news at 1 p.m. on Splash 105.5 FM. Turning to the foreign scene now. China has announced that it will allow each couple to have up to 3 children, marking the end of a strict 2-child policy. The change was approved by President Xi Jinping in a Politburo meeting. It comes after a census published every 10 years showed that China's population grew at its slowest pace in decades. According to reports, this added pressure on Beijing to boost measures for couples to have more babies and avert a population decline. The census released earlier this month showed that around 12 million babies were born last year, a significant decrease from the 18 million in 2016 and the lowest number of births recorded since the 1960s. Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has warned that a proposed unity government aimed at replacing him would be a danger to the country's security. He urged fellow right-wingers not to back a deal after ultra-nationalist Naftali Bennett said he would form a coalition with the centrist party. Mr. Netanyahu's opponents have until Wednesday to form a government. Mr. Netanyahu, who faces serious corruption charges and could go to jail, fell short of a decisive majority at a general election in March. Tensions remain following the recent Gaza conflict, which also triggered intercommunal clashes in Israeli cities between Jews and Arabs. Finally, in sports now, Argentina's hosting of the Copa America football tournament has been suspended in view of the current circumstances as the country endures a record coronavirus surge. The South American football body, which last week stripped Colombia of co-hosting duties over deadly unrest, said it was considering other offers to hold the tournament. The Copa America was originally due to take place last year, but was postponed for 12 months because of the coronavirus pandemic. And just before we go, here's a quick recap of the major headlines. The federal government is to privatize 12 highways on Tuesday. National Human Rights Commission has tasked police others on new strategies against criminals. On a foreign scene, we told you that China has allowed couples to have 3 children. And in sports, Argentina has been suspended from hosting Copa America. For more details on the news, you can visit our website on www.splashfm1055.com. Now you can download Splash FM mobile app on iOS, BlackBerry World and Google Play Store to listen live, get news updates, opinion polls, and you can also report an event live to us through the iReport feature. To download, simply go to any of the stores mentioned and search for Splash FM 105.5 and click to download. We've now come to the end of the news on Splash 105.5 FM, the Integrity Station, and the best radio station in the southwest of the country. The news editor is Tunde Olawuo, assisted by Chinwe Churchill. I'm Charity Jerome. Good afternoon. Thank you for listening.
Quick, charge at 240.
Hot news, cool vibes.